This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes, creators of the world's best repair manuals. Fix your car or truck the right way with our accurate and reliable information at your side. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete online manual at Haynes.com.
Oxygen sensors replacement. Open the door and pull the hood release lever located on the driver's side kick panel. Slide the hood safety latch, then raise the hood upwards and support it with the prop rod. Loosen and remove the remote negative cable clamp bolt. Then disconnect the cable from the body bracket and secure it out of the way and wrap it in electrical tape to prevent accidental reconnection. Unscrew the air filter housing cover retaining bolts, then lift off the cover. Remove the air filter element by disengaging the rear, then disconnecting the front of the element from the intake tube. Clean out any debris remaining in the air filter housing and cover. Pull out the battery top cover. Unscrew the intake tube-to-air filter housing retaining bolts, then disconnect the intake tube. Release the inlet tube flap from the filter housing, then remove the housing by pulling up sharply to release it from the bottom grommets. Release the wiring harness retaining clips from the battery front cover. Loosen the battery positive cable clamp nut, then disconnect the cable from the positive battery terminal. Slide the front cover up, then position it flat in front of the battery. Remove the battery hold-down clamp nuts, then remove the hold-down clamp. Slide the battery out enough to gain access to the electrical connector at the negative terminal. Be careful not to pinch or pull on the wiring harness. Loosen the negative cable clamp nut enough so that the clamp can be rotated to allow for the removal of the electrical connector. Carefully lift out the battery with the remote negative cable attached. Unbolt and position aside the brake fluid reservoir from the cowl panel. Unscrew the coolant control solenoid retaining torque screw from the battery tray. Then pry off the solenoid retaining clip. Remove the battery tray mounting bolts. Pull out the battery tray top rear cover. Maneuver the battery tray out of the engine. For the replacement of the upstream sensor, disconnect the upstream sensor electrical connector. Slide the connector off of the connector bracket. Unclip the connector wiring harness. Spray some penetrating oil onto the base of the sensor to loosen the threads. Using a deep oxygen sensor socket with a long extension, unscrew the oxygen sensor. Remove the upstream oxygen sensor. New sensors will already have anti-seize pre-applied to the threads. If you are reinstalling the old one, add a small amount of anti-seize compound to the threads of the sensor before installing it. Install the upstream oxygen sensor, screwing it into place. Tighten the oxygen sensor to the specified torque setting. Route the sensor connector harness wiring back into its original position, attaching it in place to the wiring clip. Slide the wiring harness connector onto the retaining bracket, then connect the upstream sensor electrical connector. For the replacement of the downstream sensor, disconnect the downstream sensor connector and free it from the wiring harness clip. Here is the location of the downstream oxygen sensor. The remainder of the downstream sensor replacement procedure is identical to the upstream sensor procedure. Once the sensor is installed, attach the downstream sensor wiring harness into the clip and connect the electrical connector. Guide the battery tray into the engine. Install the battery tray mounting bolts. Tighten the bolts securely. Install the battery tray top rear cover. Attach the coolant control solenoid to the battery tray with the plastic retaining clip. Install the solenoid retaining screw and tighten it securely. Install the brake fluid reservoir onto the cowl panel and tighten the mounting bolts securely.